There we go. Can you hear me now? Thank you for letting me know. So again, I apologise for my sniffing. I do have a terrible cold at the moment. Where were we? Hopefully you can hear me now, guys. Hey Dan. Evening. But yeah, as I was saying, they start over the top one first, and then they come around the end here. Quite nice little interaction there. And then they come through. I did say hi, Maud, and Mike, and everybody. My apologies. I didn't have my RTX on. But you can see the ride through here. So subject to how I do the rooms inside and how I light them, etc. You know, you'll be able to see them through. There you go. Yeah, it works quite well. It looks not too bad from the pirate area. I kind of had a little play with that. So I did the back wall to the facade in blue, just so it kind of coincides with the sky a little bit, just kind of blanks it off a bit. And then we had this tree with a palm tree here, just to kind of disguise the edge of it, really. So that kind of works really well. And then they all blend in fairly well as well. I'm unsure whether to put a wall around here. I might do that. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, so I'll go back to where I was. So we've got the fire station here. I haven't finished the back off yet because I need to do the inside. Foghorn World News, just kind of theme making toolkit, Earth, and I just paused it. And then we've got the Ryberg Theatre, Lover or a Hater, Rats. And again, I haven't done in here yet. This is all a prototype or a work in progress, should we say. And then you have kind of a diner, just because of the windows really, so you'll be able to see the ride. I need to adjust it a little bit so that it hops through, just so that you kind of get a better view of the carriage going through. And then at night time it looks even better, I think, anyway. So do apologise for the snivels, guys. I do love that view. I think that's wicked. Anyway. But yeah, so what I've done with the windows is I've put light panels in some of the windows, and then I've also, because these windows are inside the brickwork already, so they're already a piece in the game, so I had to put a light panel behind it to make them look as though they're on or off. And I've done slightly different shades as well, just for the different light bulbs and bits and bobs. And then this one is the actual in-game curtain lit panels, windows, should we say. And then by the time I actually decided to do that, I'd already done this building. I went back and just changed these individually. Well, they were already open, so just changed these ones individually. So I just need to do this one. And I think that will give it an even greater effect, because when you have a look at it from here down this alley, that looks pretty neat, especially with a couple of lights up on the billboard. And then I just need a little bit of light shining through. I've done a little bit of a test of that just around the corner here, just on this building, just to give it that, I don't know, not rough looking vibe, but just a partially lit, if you know what I mean. Just because if you look at it like that, it don't look right, where underneath the street lamps it works quite well. So if I can just get a dim light on them, that'll look good. But that's quite an epic view. But yeah, it's getting there, guys. Just looks all pretty cool. It takes its time when you're building piece by piece. And I genuinely haven't been very well the last 48 hours. I'm still not 100%. I've got to go to work at 6 in the morning. Well, 8. But anyway, go get up at 6, half 6. So it's just been a bit knackering. Headbanging, should we say. But I've done the little room in here for the police counter. So once we'll get some lights in there, that will shine up, obviously. Or shine through the windows, should we say, by the time that's done. Yeah, it's pretty much all I've done, really. as I said, this is a work in progress, so kind of marked out the edge of the walls. They're only for marking purposes, so basically I'm going to try and do it like I don't know, a theatre with just, I don't know, maybe curtains and pillars. I don't know. I haven't really got that far yet. And the rest of it, I really don't have a clue. But yeah, it's definitely getting there, guys. But yeah, not sure what to do with this building to make it a little bit more detailed. It's not got, I don't know what to do with it to make it more detailed, if you know what I mean. Because generically in cities you don't have flower baskets everywhere, do you? So the alleyway was pretty easy. And again, that building does need a window. So I'm going to have to do what I didn't want to do. Let's just have this clip. I didn't want to have it clipping, but gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. Yeah, I think these little buildings look quite nice. They're all in perspective. The skyscraper's a bit off, but you know, what I didn't want to do was have this massive building being able to be seen from all over the park. And to be fair, which is really cool, it doesn't. So it just pops over the top there. And you still get a good view there. That's not even too bad. You get a bit of Thunder Mountain over the top. So you're still getting that view through, which is good. I'm going to extend this building up just a bit. So it's like got an outhouse at the top, you know, fire exit or whatever you want to call it. Not that you run to the top of a building, just to let you know. Where else are we? Yeah. Just looks good from all over the park now, which is great. Maybe put some taller trees behind or something, but the train's behind there, so just trying to keep it neat and tidy. It doesn't look too bad from over here, so I may just put another upstanding rock half over it. I'm not sure. I've got to do something from that angle, but it doesn't look too bad. I mean, to be fair, if you're looking at all this western stuff, you don't really notice it. But if that's the only bit, I can't really complain, if you know what I mean. And then I think, like Mike said, the transitions seem to work quite well, especially this one. You know, just it is literally just split down the middle, but it's using the type of colours and stuff to blend it in with the trees, giving that orange on here, bringing the orange into the cityscape, etc. But then instantly putting a green tree to bring it in more into the city. So again, it's just slightly clever work on how you do those bits. And I do apologise for my voice, guys, being extremely rowly. But yeah, we've got some chimneys up there just to add. I'll give you guys a little POV. Just so that you can see. And if you do notice any clipping or anything, point it out. We'll also do a nighttime POV as well, guys. So who's up for a little build then, instead of just an update, guys? Yeah, so Mike, if he's still there, where are the light panels? There you go. So literally, just trying to get one. Problem is I've sunk them. So, so yeah, these pieces come with a window in them. So then if you just grab a light panel and just put it in behind the window at nighttime, it just glows a little bit for you. Just gives it a cool look. And I just realized the viewpoint from this coaster bit just here, as it comes around, it faces this wall, so it's going to look really cool with all the windows, one lit, not fire escape, etc. coming down. So it's going to look really cool. Let's see what we can get done in an hour and a half, guys. All right. Sorry guys, just had to go and grab a drink. That's the reason why I left you with the POV. Yeah, that's pretty sweet now. A little bit of theming. So yeah, that's that. I think what I might do is change that one up a bit. Just to get the right, we don't want them all, excuse me, the same. So if we... There you go guys, that kind of makes sense. And I think this wall here with this facade around the back here now works quite well. We'll just put a street lamp. In the corner. Lower down. So it has a bit of that forced perspective. Then the tree's in the way. We don't really want to light the tree up, so if we put it here maybe. It gives it a nice effect, doesn't it? Without too much of a without too much light bleed going all over everything. So grab one of these. Just put some lighting. A little bit. There. Actually, that's quite cool because that kind of makes it look as though those windows are actually lighting it up, which looks quite good. Share your thoughts, guys. See if I've done anything wrong, if I missed anything. You know what I mean? Matteo, how are you, my friend? How you doing? You do good? How you doing, man? You good? I just had thought we could use the hot dog squad for this, couldn't we? Sign. As a joke. Where are we? This one. Jimmy, too big. Far too big. We use that? It's not really the right kind of thing we want to go with, so we'll leave that one. Let's use the Cedric hotel sign. I haven't got a clue where we can put it. I will ignore that. We'll ignore that bit. Oh. Right, where was I lighting? Lighten it up just a little bit in there. Fine. Sorry, guys. go. It's the same kind of thing, just puts a bit of light on there, gives us another little bit of a different perspective. Nice touch to it. That works really well down here, so that's kind of working nice. It's all good. We need to figure out how I'm going to light this. Excuse me. We can go down with another lamppost. Put that about there. And lower it down. Does that give the right effect? And then we can darken the light a little bit. Maybe. That's about right. So if we just make that one, a little bit darker. Done. Gives it a little bit more of a creepier vibe. You know what I mean? Excuse me. And what we'll actually do is we'll flip that around. Sorry guys, losing the plot. We'll put it the other side. Just because this one's this side. That works well. Just got to somehow get some ambient light around here. Duplicate. Sets that up really odd. It's definitely getting there though. It looks, it's coming along nicely. Looking good. Looking good. Sure is. It is looking good. What do you think, guys? Oh, cheers, dude. Appreciate it. Just as I always do, Mark, just building as I go, mate. There's no no sketching, no nothing. I just literally build as I go, as you see it here live, doing as I go. you know, to think that the base of this building is one of the first things I put in, but is the last thing I'm finishing off. That's quite interesting to me. But it's just literally, I mean, that looks wrong, but from over here, it looks right. You know what I mean? Tried to get that depth perception, size, so larger windows at the bottom, smaller windows at the top, etc. A little bit different going down the alley. I've had to do larger at the front, smaller at the rear. But yeah, or just different styles to try and break up that large to small look, if you know what I mean, using the same things over and over again. Oh, I'm so sorry guys, my voice is going. But like the skyscraper, I didn't want to do something massive, so I kind of tried to make it look a little bit bigger than it is, if you know what I mean. Larger doors. But this looks quite cool, this little kind of, I don't know, apartment block, whatever you want to call them. But yeah. But that kind of works now. I'm happy with that. Might do another fire escape here or something. Not sure. Just to give it another little bit of detail. But yeah, so the exterior is done now. So it's just the interior that needs doing, basically. Which is going to be an absolute nightmare. But I'm happy with those facades now. Looks really good. I was a bit worried that it was a bit thin, if you know what I mean, that you didn't have enough room to have a good look around, but it's not too bad. I mean, to get this in the centre actually looks quite cool because you're looking at the whole building as if you would in real life, if you know what I mean. You'd be on the curb looking up. So again, I think of all sorts when I'm building, guys. But the transitions worked really well, and the one key thing for this particular transition was these lamps that I'd already put in over here. I just literally thought, how can I bring that in, seal off the end of this wall and stuff like that. So I thought, the first thing I did was put the flower bed in, and then just put a square bit of wall on the end of this pirate piece, and then literally just kind of like vegging it out with some foliage just to kind of cover up that. And you don't really see it from this ride anyway, so it was more from a perspective of looking at the ride, how it kind of forms together. I think that overlap works really well. And then I used one silver birch tree or birch tree here with one palm tree basically to make that kind of blend. And that worked really well. And I'd already done this with the pirate to the western anyway, and then this section here, I'm just umming and ahhing whether to do like a wall coming out from here just to kind of mix it, like a sloping down wall. I'm not sure. Kind of did it here a little bit. The topper kind of slopes down, just brings the area in, so I can finish that off with the rocks and the weeds, etc. Oh. Sorry guys, just talking's making me hot and sweaty, really not well. But no, this is kind of how I want to trim it up and finish it off. So basically have the track just elevated slightly, with just the coaster support connectors just into the floor basically. But that came out really well, and it doesn't clip. As I said, one thing I'm focusing majorly on with this is the clipping. So if we can avoid any clipping, I think that's one of the first city build things that I've seen, apart from Heath Designs. His Brickberg, that was pretty cool, where there's no clipping. But again, I just got to bring that over just a tad, because I think the nose just hits the window. So hopefully that'll be alright. But yeah, it's 100% getting there. So basically what I want to do is just build a little outhouse up the top here. You know how they kind of have like access points, I guess they call them, for the roofs. I'm not trying to do it completely exactly the same, like having the roof down a few foot so you can walk around on it, because I just want to save on piece count, guys. So like this bit, it would just be literally boarded up like this here basically, and like so. So you'll get a little bit of detail on the roofs, but not much, but only where the coaster is more than anything. So like around here with the window and the door. Not that really the coaster sees it. The coaster sees more of this wall than it does because it's spinning. So, but yeah, no, Mark, yeah, I just literally build. I think the expression is called winging it, where you literally just look at it and go with it and see what happens, see how it comes out, and basically that's what I do. Always have done. I've tried to share with you guys along the way. But yeah, like I was saying about this, I chose the blue here just so that I could incorporate that into the front of the building, so that when people look down the side, they don't go, oh, why did he do that blue? You know, it kind of works. Just helps with the berm and the level looking through. And then as you come through, you still have a little bit of pirate, and then you're merging into that. I think this is quite a cool view from here. The thing I really like as well is that the mice, there's something always happening near enough, if you know what I mean, or you're about 5-10 seconds away from something coming out of somewhere, which works really well. And then we got a toilet just here, so it's really cool. So yeah, it's coming along. And the thing I love, I found earlier was when I zoomed out, and I thought, actually, do you know what? The park now, from an area point of view, is done. So there's no more adding, unless dependent on where I get to finishing everything off, what to do with this back area, whether I'm just going to tree that or whatever, because it's not great from an access point of view. Because if I decide to put a path off here, I've got to redo all this. And then I've got to redesign how I want that. So, but problem is, I am at, let's hope this doesn't crash. I think I'm about 83,000 pieces, guys. So we're not far away from done in respect of piece count. It's struggling to build while streaming because the frame count goes down so much. We got more than that. 81,652. So yeah, not too bad, but again, it's just managing it and using it. I've still got a ton of pieces to go in here, here. I've got a builder ride here yet. I haven't even, well, I have kind of started it, but I haven't even started theming it yet. So we're probably looking at about 10,000 pieces there. I've still got one more room to do on the Haunted Mansion, which I got an idea of what I'm doing, but I'm not sure how to go about it. So I'm just thinking that one over. Hey T, Tony boy, how are you doing, man? Fantasy area is pretty much done. So it's just refining and lighting. Music's all done. You know, I just got to do the centerpiece and the woodwork. Once I get the woodwork done and that centerpiece done, that island is pretty much done by lighting. And then I've got to do this monstrosity just here. And then I've got to get this done for you to make it actually interesting. Because there's nothing really done on it at the moment apart from the cave work. So yeah, it's all coming along. It's getting there. It's such a shame because when you actually walk around the park, it looks done. You know what I mean? Apart from signs and stuff. But there's still so much more to do. I mean, that's going to look stunning when it's done. I mean, you can kind of see it here, how it's going to look, you know, around the back end of the island, because that's kind of more done. That's going to be, obviously, all this is going to be replicated over there. Those atmospherics, how good does that look right now? That's beautiful. But yeah, that's going to look stunning once you get this feel up there. That's going to look absolutely, yes. Still loads to do, Tony. Far too much to do, mate. The worst thing is it feels done. That's the worst thing about it, is I'm sat here looking at it thinking, I've been looking at this for 9 months, 10 months now. Thinking, yeah, okay. And I have come to an idea on a name, guys, for the park. And you're probably all going to laugh. 2 names, actually. So if you want to know, pop a comment and I'll say. Well, I was umming and ahhing whether to go with the usual, the Thunderland-esque style name, and I have decided to go with Thunderland. But what I want to know from you guys is which is better. Now, I don't want to rip anybody else off, so when you think of people like Nimsel and stuff like that, I'm not copying them. So my thoughts were Thunderland Kingdom, or even easier, Thunderland Magic Kingdom. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure which would be best, because I don't want to do Thunderland Kingdoms, because there's been too many Kingdoms parks, if you know what I mean. So I thought Thunderland Kingdom, that goes with Thunderland Amusement Park, a Thunderland Adventure Valley, and then Thunderland Kingdom, or Thunderland Magic Kingdom. Not sure. Cheers, Bart. Much appreciated, dude. Yeah, it's getting there. Very real life-esque, should we say. Thunderland Magic Kingdom. Because I think that in the normal signage up here, so Thunderland Magic Kingdom, it will reflect beautifully in here in the water. So it'll be a great opening shot. And then you've also got what they have at the Magic Kingdom, which is here today. Here you leave today and enter the world of yesterday, tomorrow, and fantasy, which is my... Every time I open a game, that's how I feel. I think Thunderland Magic Kingdom would work quite well. Only because I don't want to do it, I don't want to call it Kingdoms, because to me that's kind of copying other people, and I don't want to do that. But I don't want to be too... Well, no, I don't mind. I like the Magic Kingdom one. I think Thunderland Magic Kingdom, or Thunderland's Magic Kingdom. How about that? Kind of naming it as a proprietor kind of name. Thunderland's Magic Kingdom. I don't know. Kind of wanted to do earlier and then kind of start the video with it, but I'm unsure on which one to go with. But cheers for the feedback. I think Magic Kingdom is probably best to go with, purely because of the whole Disney-esque feel to it. If you know what I mean, and the fact that there is a lot of Disney. You know, it looks Disney. So I'm thinking Magic Kingdom, because people will relate to that when they walk around the park, if they've ever been or if they've seen videos and so forth. So I reckon, yeah, Thunderland Magic Kingdom. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Tone. How long? How long? How long? Oh, okay, but how long have I been building this? This park has been in build since around the 2nd of May 2022, my friend. I haven't a clue how many hours. Um, yeah, huge amount of time and effort. And like I say, there's still so much to do. It's I know I've kind of gone out, not gone on through everything, but there's still this area to kind of make it feel a little bit more detailed, like the walls, make them look a little bit less kind of pastelized. Need to do something like that to kind of make it feel a little bit more less bland. Got to do all the targeting in here on the flat ride, as I keep mentioning. The flat ride's pretty much done, but I've also got to do some of the theming, so like barrels, aliens, got to do all the trigger work, etc. So that all needs doing. Space mounting still needs finishing. This is pretty much done, bar some lighting around the back here. This shop area is done. I need to put some signage up. I need to put signs throughout. It's like, where's my waterfalls gone? Oh, there they are. They're gone. I just love the end result though. I mean, that's not even finished, but you look. Let me just change my mouse. You look at that view and then come across to this. It looks as though it's near enough done. That just looks beautiful. I love that view. And then the go-karts looks extremely picturesque. Some epic views. Some true life views as well, with Space Mountain in the background. One of the best views of the park is this for me. Because as you walk around from Sunny Eclipse's Cafe, you literally have that. You're presented with that view along with that view and that. And that pretty much, if I could take a picture of all that and stick that together, that's pretty much what you'd see on Google Maps. All built from memory. Go back to the live streams, guys. I think I was live streaming it. I'm not sure. Oh, no worries, Tony. Mate, I'm addicted to Assetto Corsa Competizione. Haven't got VR, but I'm addicted to it, mate. Go and enjoy it, buddy, whilst you can. It does look good, I must admit, the GT7. See you later, mate. Enjoy. Enjoy the racing, buddy. Try not to get too frustrated. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much what I've been doing this weekend. As you can tell by my nasalness and my voice, I haven't been very well. So I kind of didn't want to be live streaming the whole time because my head was banging. I've been coughing my lungs up, all sorts. So my apologies for not being about. Sounds cool, Bart. I wish you all the best with it, buddy. But yeah, next stage with this really is sort support work out, the bridge out, sort out how I can do all that without the coaster clipping, finalising all the clipping side of things before I do any more interior work, just making sure that the exterior is all correct. I don't think there's any clipping through here, so we're all good. So again, it's just refining things, making sure they're good. I'm not sure if I like the way that just kind of doesn't spin around here, so I'll have a look at how I can make that spin up here before I finalise the flooring here. And then I've got to do around the back here. And one thing I've noticed is that if I stick a wall through here, it's going to spin through the wall. So got to do a lot of work to get it all in and make it fit. I only put those lights in just to see how it looked at night time, because I thought, you know what, that might look quite good, being able to see through the windows. Thought that might look quite good. What's your thoughts, guys? Anyway, guys, I think I'm pretty gonna be done for the evening now. So, yeah, I build sandbox mode, mate, purely because I prefer it that way. Yeah, I love the freedom of it. That was my thoughts, Heyo. I thought that looks quite cool, and if the coaster clips through it, you kind of get to see it. But also, you got to remember that there'll be no what do you call it? Moonlight in there, because it'll be covered up. So hopefully the effect will be better once there's a roof on top. Haven't done the roof yet because I've got to do this hill first. I've got to do this lift hill. I've got to fill that up first, wall that off, etc. So yeah, I thought it looked quite cool, but we'll see. Play around with the different lights. I think the nighttime lighting looks absolutely superb, and I think the daytime look of the park, look at the area is coming along well. My initial thoughts earlier when I built it, well, when I first started building it, what I should have done was a dog leg. And the reason being is you can see from these views, you can see through. So you're getting views of the other areas, which is a bit of a pain. It wasn't something I wanted. But I was far too gone in respect of the coaster design and the amount of elements I'd already put in to be able to change the way the path went. But if I'd have had that as a dog leg 1 or 2, basically you would have had a view in from both ways, and out I could have kind of designed it so that it looked like a whole street, and you would have had total immersion, if you know what I mean. It doesn't look too bad from this end, because you've got the trees in the background, so it don't look too bad, so you don't really see anything of anything else. But that's my only one bugbear with the area, that I wish I'd done that. Totally forgot about it, to be honest, because I'd planted this path in about 9 months ago and never done anything with it, and just kind of marked it out and built the coaster around that. So that was my bad, but then maybe it's a good thing that you can see it. I don't know. But I particularly like this view in day mode. I think that the layering that I've got there with the sizing of everything and so forth, that works really, really well. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So that's the stream done for tonight. I'm pretty much absolutely shattered. I've got to go to work in the morning, no matter how I wake up feeling. So wish me luck on that one. But yeah, that's pretty much the park so far, guys. Still loads to do, still loads to finish. And yeah, I'll probably be back online Tuesday onwards, possibly, subject to how I'm feeling after work. But also just because I've got the sim racing as well, starts on Mondays. So the track changes, so I have to put my little input in. Not that I had a good one at Kailami. But anyway, enough of that. But no, thanks for joining, guys. Welcome to all the new subscribers again. It's genuinely appreciated. We're nearly at that magical 1,000 now. And all your time is genuinely appreciated as well. All your likes, all your shares of the videos. If you do that, that'd be much appreciated. Just to get me out there a little bit more and get those viewers coming in, and hopefully people enjoy the channel and enjoy the content I create. I know you all find it very, very inspiring. But yeah, think of what we could do if the channel was running and we were earning money, how bigger builds we could build and all sorts, where at the minute it's starting to lag out. So hopefully we can finish it how I want it to be, hopefully. But I'm going to log off now, guys. Have a great morning, day, evening, afternoon, sleep, wherever you are. Speak to you all soon. Happy coastering all. See you soon, guys. Bye-bye.